there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of Scraptember. And today we are using a sketch that was created by Christy's Beautiful Life. And I decided to go with a darker background today. I have these 3 photos of the little girl that I take care of riding 3 different ponies. We had taken her and her sister, and by we, it was me and her mom. We took them to the pumpkin patch. And they had this pony riding available, and she didn't really want to do anything other than ride the ponies. So it was really cute. I just stayed with her while she rode ponies, and she would get off and get on and get off and get on. And finally, they just let her stay on for however many rides she wanted. It was funny. And then her mom took her sister to do some of the other activities, and some of them were for a little bit older kids, but for the most part, you know, it was kind of like a really family friendly place, but they had some different things available, so that she wasn't interested in, but her big sister wanted to go do. So I just thought it was really cute that she was so into riding these ponies, and she really did have quite a love of horses for quite a long time, which is all relative since, you know, she's like 2. So I pulled out this punch. It's just a really small scallop, and actually the little scalloped edges have little kind of ridges in them. I don't use this punch a lot. I do have my favorite punch, but it was lost at the time, and in fact it was missing, and I even ordered another one, and then I found it. So yay me. But the one that has these little smaller scallops is really cute too, so I decided to go ahead and use that. I like it because it kind of softens everything up a little bit and gives it kind of a more feminine edge to it. And I'm just cutting 3 little strips of paper here to have the little half circles come off of each side, and I thought that would look nice. So then I'm going to go ahead and pull out my papers that I'm going to create the circles, and I have 2 circle punches there to the right hand side. I'm going to end up using the smaller of the 2, which is like 1.5. I think the other one is a 2-inch. I can't tell with the glare on the screen there, but I believe it's my 2-inch punch that's sitting there. And I did not back my photos with any additional paper. The white that you see around there is just the white that comes when I print on my selfie with a border. So I just trimmed them down so the white is not as bold. And then I'm pulling in these papers that are from a cowboy collection of Echo Parks. And it's just leftover paper that I had, the stripe and the... I'm not using the green polka dot. I'm using the opposite side, which is that floral. It's like a blue floral. And I like that it's pulling in the blue because in the photo, the horses have blue... blankets on them and halters, and then I think she's got a blue jacket on. Yeah, she's got a blue jacket on. I had to double check that since she's covered up in the photos, but and on my screen she's so tiny I can't even see her. So that is why I decided to pull in the blue, and I like that blue stripe. I really like the blue polka dot. The blue polka dot was really the color that really kind of started the whole thing, and then I found that I had these extra papers or scrap papers from the Echo Park, I think it's called Cowboy Up or something like that, collection. And the blues matched well enough that I just decided to go ahead and use them. I also like this background paper. It's not a paper that I would normally gravitate towards, but it's really great for like this Western look or even a fall look. But I really like the pattern on it for that Western look because it reminds me of like an old West patterned like quilts, and not quilts, but draperies and such, like when they would have like the old upholstered things in like that brocade fabric. It kind of reminds me of that. And then the blue polka dot is actually on the flip side. I had 2 pieces of that paper, so I thought that was perfect. I would just pull in the blue because you know, they go together because they're back to back. Why not, right? Actually, I'm not even sure what the collection this is from or how the collection marries those 2 colors together. The paper's old. It's been in my stash for quite some time, and they're probably actually not colors that I would normally put together. But then when I bring in that striped paper and the floral paper has kind of a lighter version of this background paper in it, and the stripe actually has that same color in it. So it worked out really well. It was a nice surprise, and I'm really happy that I found that in my scrap bin. I'm always happy to use up scraps, so that is a big bonus for me. And I'm just using my liquid glue, as you see there, to adhere this down. That strip that is vertical is a little too narrow at the ends to use my ATG in a way that, and make it, so I don't have to actually sit there and remove any adhesive off the edges of it. So this works really well. And I don't really get any buckling or anything from this glue. I don't put so much on that it's going to buckle. It doesn't really need a lot. It comes out really fine and narrow, and is perfect for cut files as well. You'll notice I'm skipping some of the areas on those vertical pieces. I'm not adding more of those half circles, and that is because that's where the photos are going to go. I'm not worried about it because the photos are going to cover that area. And then in the sketch, you'll see that the scallops actually butt up next to each other. And I didn't really want to do that. In fact, I didn't even notice that at first when I looked at the sketch. And then when I started putting it together, I decided I didn't want to do that. And I think that because I have those vertical scalloped pieces, it just was too much. If I had thought to maybe just put like a really narrow, like 1/8 of an inch wide strip of black or white down the middle, it probably would have been okay, but because I have the scalloped strips, it just was too much. I did pull out these stickers that are like heavily glittered, and my title is Write 'em Cowgirl. I thought they matched really well with the blues that I have going on, and so they were like the perfect choice. I have not used a lot of these stickers, and so I'm always happy to get those used and not really out of my stash because I still have a bunch of them, but to at least get them onto a page. And then I just started going through these packs of ephemera and pulling out things that I thought would work well. I know that banner piece there that kind of goes back and forth is probably from a Cocoa Vanilla collection, but I couldn't tell you which one. I don't end up using any of the chipboard pieces off the piece that I just had, but I am going to use some of these leaves and little buds out of this Jen Hadfield Peaceful Heart collection. And I am going to sit here and fussy cut around the ones that I do use because I don't like that big white border around them, as you probably know if you watch my videos regularly. I do like the flowers that do not have any white border around them. I wish there was more of that going on in these collections, but for whatever reason, there's not. So here we go on my little fussy cutting journey here, just trimming off the outer edge. And I'm going to do the same thing on these little bulbs or blossoms, I guess. They're not really bulbs, they're blossoms. I don't really cut down far in between them because I don't want to compromise their how stable they are on my page. Like I don't want them to rip. I don't want them to like tear off easily. So I just trim around the outside. And then same with these yellow pieces. While I do that, I want to remind you that there is a hop going on every day for Scraptember. There is a playlist down below that you can go and check out, and you can see any of the videos that have been released thus far. And you'll get tons of inspiration because there's a lot of people playing along, and I don't know. There's no way I'm going to be able to watch all of the videos, sadly, but I am definitely going to go watch as many as I can, and I hope that you go and give them a look as well, and leave the other creators some love too. So I'm really liking the way that this is coming out. The flowers really match the blue piece, the blue half circle that is at the top in the middle. The little flowers on that piece have that kind of goldenrod color and that peachy color. I don't know, it's not really peach. It's whatever color those large flowers are. Not quite peach, but somewhat peach, and kind of a pinky peach. And then the leaves that I chose kind of have that kind of blue-gray tone in them, and then some of them have the more of that goldenrod. So I'm really liking the way that it's coming together. And I've actually had a lot of luck with these flower collections, or this particular flower collection from Jen Hadfield. I've used it on a lot of pages. It's had a lot of different options in it, and I'm very happy because I actually ended up with a couple of packs of it, maybe even 3 packs of it. So it's been very nice to have those because I end up using them quite often, because if you look in the upper right hand corner, there's some purpley pinks as well and some blues. So I have been using them here and there on a lot of different layouts. I do pop a couple of the top flowers up onto some foam tape, and that is just to give a little added dimension and interest to the page. I am popping up that banner piece up onto some foam as well. Sadly, it will cover up that, oh, actually it doesn't cover up that little half circle. So I thought it was going to cover that up. I'm really happy it doesn't, because I really like those little floral bits on that little half circle. So the flowers covered a bit, but you can still see it. So that makes me happy as well. And then I'm just tucking these little ones underneath the photos, and I'm going to take some glue to my thickers because they're chipboard thickers, so they do not stick at all. And I mean, some of them will stick here and there, but this particular set, not at all. So just adding a little bit of liquid glue and letting them set up. I did add a little journaling spot there to the left hand side, so I can write a note about how much she loved these horses or ponies, and how she just did not want to stop riding them the entire time she was there. She actually has taken a little writing lesson, writing lessons over the course of 4 or 6 weeks, and she really enjoyed that as well. So I think it's really cool that she has the ability to go and try such things, and it's always fun being able to go with her. And then I'm adding a few of these little phrase stickers, actually just 2 of them, because I've got that banner in the upper right hand corner. I'm not adding a phrase sticker up there. I'm just adding it to my other 2 embellishment areas here, and I am popping those up onto some foam tape as well, or at least the one in the bottom is on foam tape. The other one is partially on foam tape, but the yellow flower has foam under it, so it is supporting it on the right hand side. And then that label was just a little bit too white for me, so I just went in with my blender brush without any ink on it and just kind of toned it down a little so it's not quite that bright white. I'm adding a little bit of Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine and a little bit of Dylusion's White Linen splatter, and that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. I really appreciate that. And if you like this video, I would love a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel as well. I will be back again, hopefully tomorrow, with another video, and I will see you then. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.